I just don't want to see any fingerprints there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Ahoy, this is Zdenka. It's Creative Camera Challenge time. I know it's been a while since the last round, so I am gonna take you on a journey today because I have to take some photos of products in a flat lay photography style, and I'm starting to really enjoy it lately. So I'm gonna throw a whole bunch of tips and tricks how you can step up your game when it comes to flat lay images. And again, I can't wait to see what you guys gonna submit. Fingerprints. And for the new faces, ahoy, my name is Zdenka Darla. If you want to learn how to take better photos and videos with the latest gear and possibly participate in creative camera challenges like this one, consider subscribing. Well, what is flat lay photography? Or lay flat? Lay flat usually happens after my 5K run. I usually lay straight, I lay flat. So what is flat lay photography? Well, it is when you are looking from top down. You take your images straight down. It's from bird's view perspective. This photography is very popular on stock. It's also very popular on social media, especially Instagram. There's a lot of photos like that. The hardest part when it comes to flat lay photography, and it's the longest time-consuming part, is to collect the items which are complementary. They will look great in the images. They will tell you the story. Actually, not you, but they will tell the story through the images. So what do I have here today? The product shot I need to do is actually this action camera. Now, by the way, this is not a sponsored video or anything like that. I'm going to be reviewing some of those products in the future. So I'm just taking the photos ahead of the time so I can use it on my Instagram account. Now, if you look at my Instagram account, then all the images are kind of with a green, dark green theme for the end of the summer. Now we are in a fall. Actually, it's a little bit too much of a green. So I need to transition into more fall look. So I'm gonna go for the fall colors. When I'm looking at the camera, I can see that it's all black and it has red hair. Now the red is not deep red, it's going a little bit to the orangey, so it's good because I don't want to change the color of the product. I want to stay as it is, but I can nicely blend it in with the fall look, with the rusty tones. Let's talk about backgrounds. Let's pick the right background. For flat lay photography, the best is to use some sort of a background with a texture. Now, you can go with completely white if you're doing some bold colors like a makeup or food. For me, because I'm doing photo of a dark product, I'm gonna go a little bit darker. And what I can do here, I can use anything with wood, so rusty looking. I can go for these cooking sheets, which are very old, used, abused, but I don't want to throw them out because they're amazing for backgrounds. And they just give you the rusty look. So you can definitely use this as a background. Another great idea is just to use a concrete floor. I actually went to our garage the other day. I was taking photos there because there's this little rusty spots on it. It just looked perfect in the images. Another option here is actually an old chalk board, and it's got, you know, it's been used around. There's a little bit spots there. It's a little bit bubbled up from water and all that. But I like it. It's a great texture, which I can also use for flat lay images. What I'm thinking of doing with the action camera is because it's an action camera, so it symbolizes adventure and fun. So I've got a few options here. What I like to do, I like my images kind of very simple. So the camera will be the center of attention, and I can just do it in a fall theme with the fall colors, just the camera itself. That will be the simple shot. The next option would be actually to use the chalkboard and having the action camera as well as a main focus, but then with the chalk draw symbols such as skateboard, sun, anything fun to do, swimming, which goes well with the action camera. The third option is to find items which are way smaller than the camera, because I don't want those items to overpower the camera, which can symbolize the actions, like a miniature skateboard, for example. Or I could use a large real item such as skateboard, but just place it somewhere in a corner, like the wheel sticking out a little bit. So it's not overpowering the action camera, because the action camera still has to be the main focus of the shot. Now that I know the background, now that I know the items, let's talk about lighting. You can shoot it by window and use natural light. The best shots are in the morning or in the afternoon when the light is super soft and a little bit golden. But you can always during the day place a white sheet on a window to block, to soften the light. I'm in the studio, I'm just using a softbox, which is a little bit further away from me. I can also actually intentionally use the strong lights to my advantage and create artificial shadows, which can be very interesting in the shot as well. Some photographers love to use the overhead setup when they shoot lay flat photography. I actually like it for video, but when it comes to photography, I still like the handheld look. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So I like to be pretty much flexible and move around if I see something interesting. If you had your camera on the overhead setup, what you could do, you could pair it with your phone via Wi-Fi, which Canon M50 can actually. I'm gonna be shooting with that camera, and then just take the photos on the phone as you are rearranging the items for the shot. Since I mentioned camera, I'm gonna be shooting with Canon M50 Viltrox Speed Booster and 50mm lens. Very simple setup. I can also shoot it with smartphone. Any camera goes, no excuses there. How do we arrange the items? Well, there should be a balance. So nicely balanced photo is always the best. What you can do, you can use the rule of thirds, and where the points are crossing, that's where you place your items. You can also place your items on the S curve or diagonal. A lot of options are there, obviously. And I'm gonna be shooting through those leaves. I'm gonna be putting it close to the lens to shoot through that color, to add some extra color. What I'm thinking of also doing, to add water drops to put extra texture. The beauty of having the table and the wheels that I can turn it actually and work with light. So if I don't light in certain direction, I'm just gonna turn it around, get different light, and that way I have completely different look. Once you have all your images in place, once you take all the photos, that will be only half of the job. Then the other half of the job would be going to Lightroom or Photoshop and making those images pop. So bring the saturation up a little bit, play with the colors. You can change the colors individually to match it up. If you have some items which don't have the same color you would really want in the images, don't worry, because you can always tweak it. I like to also add some texture even further in the post to make sure that the image really stands out. Don't be afraid to crop the image a little bit further. If you think that it would be better if you chop, do it, because you never know when you're gonna come up with something. It can be minimalistic, it can be very powerful, you can have a lot of items. Mix it up. Now it's your turn. You have until October 31st, 2020 to submit your images, and you can either upload them on Instagram, and please use hashtag ZDFlatlays, or you can upload them to Facebook group ZD Camera Challenge Facebook group. The link is, by the way, in the video description just below the video. Hit the thumbs up if you liked today's video and subscribe to future videos like these. I'm so looking forward to seeing your work. If you have any questions, comments, simply want to say hi, you know what to do. You can always leave it below the video in the comment section. And I'll see you, my friends, in the next one. Ciao. Ahoy.